Hello everybody, welcome to Simcade League here on YouTube. We are going to be doing our Mégane Cup to start with tonight. And I can't see my chat because my laptop has died on me. Hello Vortex or V2. As we know, yeah. So we had some great racing last week. Unfortunately, we only showed the Group 3 last week, but we are doing both of our formats tonight. So I will be racing myself here in the Mégane Trophy. And I've got a nice new livery with our sponsor, Takona, and Combat Stress on there as well. Made by our very own Lance. He made me a livery. It's wonderful. I'm just trying to get my laptop on before we go out for qualifying. And we're at Sainte-Croix? Croix? Is that how we say it? I'm assuming so. I don't actually know. We're doing the B circuit for tonight. For some reason it says 1 lap. And we're missing our resident lobby creator, so that's why we're a bit slow going here. But we are about to get going. Wait for the lobbies to update. So yeah, our league is now sponsored by Takona. Check out the link in the description if you want to check them out. Make some good merch on the theme of motor racing. Monthly subscription. And they help out charity too. Well worth it. So it'll just take a couple of minutes for us to get the lobby up. Our featured race coming up in about 40 minutes time will be the Group 3 cars again, where I will commentate for you. Been getting some great races of late from these guys. Just check these settings before we head into this. Right, let's go out and set some quali laps in my lovely new Mégane. Sorry about the slow start there, guys, but we are now ready to go. And here we are with my new livery. So I've been hitting around the 23s, 24s. My max on my peak score was a 222.6, but that was a bit of a one-off, I think. But we shall see. We have 15 minutes or so to put in a good lap. And we're likely to see V2 at the top again. He is just dominating things on Gran Turismo 7 in the Simcade League at the moment. Took that really nice there, but it's my outlap. We'll probably see Lance HL, although Lance has said he's not been practicing too much this week, so I think he's kind of written this one off. But we'll have to wait and see. He's getting a busy boy, is Lance. Cornish is back in with us tonight as well. Another fast driver. And as I've said, once he gets up to speed in the Gran Turismo, he will be someone to contend with. We have J-Ray tonight, which is awesome. I don't think J-Ray's raced with us yet on Gran Turismo, so that is really good to see. Now there's that bottom part of the track here at Sainte-Croix B. It's really tricky. It's a really tricky part of the track. Hello, Hip. Mate, I'm so gutted that I didn't get to speak to you last week. You had a stonking race. We will be showing the recap of last week a little later, although I do need to mess about to get that on. I've not actually preloaded it, so... But we want to show how well everyone did last time, and that's going to be a corner cut for me. Yeah. That's frustrating. You've got to really ride the limit of the little green area there off the track We've got a few minutes left here to get the laps in. Ooh, that was bumpy. My laptop's still not working, guys, so please bear with me in chat if you do say hello. But welcome to everyone watching live, and welcome to everyone watching this back as a VOD. We appreciate each and every one of you here on Simcade League. This corner here, and then the next one. Well, not the next one, because the next one's technically flat out. But the one after this one, they're the two that are really, really tricky for me. So that one's flat out, but this one, the braking zone's just interesting, to say the least. Got a few cars ahead of me here. Are they going to get in my way? Probably. But they're on their own laps, doing their own thing. It's the nature of racing. And you can get this last corner right, you get a lovely little run at the start. Need to be into fourth gear here. Oh, and I've done it too early again. Oh, and the first corner's really tripping me up. I've not had any issues with it in practice, and that's twice now. I don't know if I'm going to get a lap in. We do have 12 racing, so the points will be adjusted accordingly. We work on a scaling system here at Simcade League when we play Gran Turismo. I think we've probably got time for maybe one more run then now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, third time's a charm. Right, I've actually got round. It's not going to be the best lap though. Hello, Liar. How are you doing, bud? Oh, I hit the barrier then. Did you hear that? Do not like this corner. Lost a bit of time there. Not the best qualifying from me here. Oh, and I've left my notification sound on. Sorry guys, I'll have to sort that in a second. Ah, I took that terribly at the end there. That was really poor. I have managed a 122 somehow. Get in, puts me fourth. Quite happy with that. I didn't think that was the best lap that I'd done, but it was decent. Now we need the consistency. Cross the laps. Hello Rob, how are you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm not going to get a chance to put my traction on. There we go. Here we go, we're off. So this isn't going to be the longest race. Now I can't see HL. HL is invisible for me. So that's a bit strange. I can't... What's going on? Oh dear. Well, we can see his name thing. Where's V2? I can't see V2 either. Oh, and I've been touched and I'm off. Oh, Mikey, sorry. Well, qualifying ruined, and we're at the back. Is anyone else watching that can't see V2 or HL? Oh, sorry, Tom. Tom's rocking a similar colour to me. Well, we're going to have to pick our way through everyone. V2 leads to HL, Cornish in third. That was pretty much how it looked after quali. Apart from I was fourth, and now I'm 11th. But oh well. Right, we should be able to get through. Tom. You can see there Tom also rocking the different liveries. Takona and Combat Stress. And I've got the job done on Tom. Next one is Mikey in his Puce Mégane. This is a key part of the track here. Get this right and you're laughing. Oh, just about. Just about. Got to be wary of Mikey there. And we've got 2 off. 2 off at the bridge. Jay, Ray, and I didn't see the other person. So Mikey moves up to 7th. Hip's in 6th currently. Mikey's covering me off. My teammate in the F1 league. Both had a bit of a nightmare yesterday, so we won't talk about it. Mikey holds that really well through there, actually. I thought I might nip through. You can see Tom's coming back in the background somewhat, and I'm not going to be able to cut across here because Mikey is on my right, so just be wary of that. He should have got the better line out of there. This is going to be interesting. We're side by side. Try for the undercut on him. Oh, it doesn't quite work. Good racing here with Mikey. Just thinking about where we're coming up to and whether or not we can go side by side. That's allowing Tom to come back through on us. And I'm just going to nip underneath and we make the pass. And we're up to 7th. Next person on the list is Hip. Oh, I didn't do that brilliantly. If we can set some good consistent laps, maybe we can get back into the points. Points are increased due to the numbers. Just got to get my head down here. Now, this is a slightly shorter race than it should be. I told Ninja 8 laps. Probably should have been 10, but that's fine. Because it means we can get on to our featured race in the Group 3. The Mégane Cup is kind of like a warm-up, really, for the drivers. And a chance for me to drive as well, which is nice. So Hip's 5 seconds up the road from me. We are catching him. We're 17 seconds away from the lead. Probably was never on a podium position, maybe. Was on earlier, but not now that we ended up down towards the back. But yeah, we're eating time away from Hip. 4 seconds now. Didn't take that brilliantly, but we're still closing the gap. V2 leads from HL still from Cornish. Ninja's in 5th. So I wonder who's in 4th. I wonder who killed me earlier in the race. That's not the best way to take that. We're still gaining though. This is good. Points are on offer for me here. Did a 2:23. Fastest lap is a 2:20. Wow. V2's mad. What a driver. Ooh, I'm getting a bit wobbly there. Two seconds now to hip with halfway distance. Oh, I've gone a bit deep there. I've gone a bit deep. But it wasn't terrible. We're down to a second nearly. Hip, we're gonna go racing, my friend. Who's this up ahead? Fenton. Has Fenton had an issue? Yes, because Fenton was in fourth. That's the mystery person. And Ninja must have gone up to fourth then, into his regular position. Oh, that's so scary, that section. Right, need to concentrate now. Two positions on offer here. If I can hold it together. We do have light mechanical damage on, so hitting a wall is a big no-no. We are within 1 second of hip, and Fenton's probably a second up the road from him. Did a 2:22. Some good consistent laps coming in now from myself. And we're just closing that gap. The British Racing green colour of Hips Mégane. Just putting him under a bit of pressure. Now I can't see. Oh, this is so dodgy. Just had to back off there. That was getting a bit dodgy. Oh, hip. Oh, hip. Oh, that was scary. He's held it together. Well done, hip. I thought we were both going off then, mate. I really did. But we held it together. And we are racing. Try and stick it the inside. Oh, he's going to come back at me. He's got a better exit than me. Oh, did I touch him then? I don't think I did I? Good racing for this final point here. From me and Hip. I was on a fastest lap charge, apparently, but that's gone now. Pretty certain I wouldn't have got that. Oh no, I've overdone it. Oh, I corrected very well there to save myself, and it actually, Hip's gone too deep as well. And I'm through into the points. But I nearly lost the car there. Really, really nearly lost it. So Fenton is 3 or 4 seconds away. Can I catch him? Not done much practice, Fenton, but doing well in the points. Good natural driving ability from him. Couple of laps to go now. 3 laps to go. Oh, don't want to get a penalty. Avoid that. Hip is still there, by the way. I can't write off the fact that Hip is just a second back. He can come back into this. Any little minor mistakes from myself, and Hip's back, right back on me. And he will have a go. He will look for the overtake, will Hip. I think I could have got a podium here if I hadn't been taken off in the first lap. Or at least been fighting for it. So we are just starting to get a little bit of a gap from Hip. V2 is still in the lead. It looks relatively close up top. I always clip that barrier, don't I, on the end of the bridge. Somehow managed to do that. So Fenton is just managing to keep me back by about 3.5 seconds. So it's looking like we might have to settle for 6th, the final points position. I've not done that sector very well. Oh dear, too far, touch the wall, and that pretty much kills my momentum off for any more points. Because Fenton has gone over a second clearer. And it's looking very much like V2 is going to wrap up both of these series this season. He is just in dominant form. Carried that over from the end of last season here on Gran Turismo. And he's looking like a win in the Mégane Cup again. Will he get a win in the Group 3 though? The featured race coming up after this one with me on commentary. See how the drivers fare with the tyre wear around here as well. I've heard it's throwing up some interesting things around this track. Really close to this wall. That's the way to do it. But Fenton, he's found some speed. He's 5 seconds clear, and it's looking like this is going to be your top people. Not getting that final corner right. We're on to the last lap. Leaders have started it. V2 to HL. Now then, will the pressure get to anyone on the final lap? Could happen to me. Could get to me. I've got a purple sector. Oh, yes, I've nailed that. That was beautiful. Nice bit of consistency, though, from me today. Been a little bit more pleased with my racing today than I was yesterday on F122. Remember guys, if you do want to see more racing here on Simcade League, we do F122 on Thursday nights as well as this on Fridays, and every other Sunday we do Assetto Corsa Competizione. I had a little bit of a mistake there. And V2 has won the race. Congratulations, V2, on your win. And here we go. We're going to take some points. Well, I'm pleased I got some points. V2 to HL to Cornish, that is your podium positions. Last Ninja Cow in his familiar 4th place. Fenton takes 5th. Not a bad result considering he's done minimal practice. Felt that could have gone a bit better for myself had we not got spun round on lap 1. But I tell you what, it's not a bad little track this. Okay, so what I need to do is show you last week's highlights for Group 3. Here they come. Enjoy, and we'll have the lobby up for you in a second. Okay, looks like we're good. V2 leads them away again. HL and Hip up to P3, a very solid qualifying from Hip today. Can he convert that into some good points? Here we go. Hip going very wide to the left. Lance has moved up, and there's a little bit of contact from Lance with HL, but they keep it relatively safe. And V2's the big loser there. Now Hip's just got to be aware, he has got V2 right on his case. Great start from Fenton. Great start from Hip, maintaining position. And a bad start for this man. Our current championship leader has dropped back. Was he caught out there? Not entirely sure. Back from him is Last Ninja Cow. And oh, we've had an off, and it's HL has gone off. And it looks like Last Ninja Cow nearly went as well. HL off and down to last. Oh, so Lance leads the race. He will be smiling under his helmet. And you can see Hip is fending off V2 here. He's trying to keep him at bay. He's just got to keep his head screwed on Hip though. He doesn't want to be looking in his mirror so much that he loses out, with Lance on the alternate strategy and up into first. Wow indeed, Liar. And is Hip going for the lead of the race here? Oh, he was side by side with Fenton briefly. Maybe he gets a bit too much curve there, and it's going to allow V2 up through to second place. Just drifted a little wide there, did Hip. So V2 is now pressing Fenton. He's right on him. You can see that Ninja's kind of getting into a land of his own. V2 has the fastest lap. He's going for the move around the outside here. Ooh, those two side by side, respectful enough. Fenton holds on, but he's gone very slidey, and he's on to the green strip. And Hip's got through to first place. What a move from Hip. He took advantage. V2 pressuring Fenton. Fenton taking it wide. And in the midst of all that, Hip leads the race. A lot of support for Hip in the chat. Hip's gone very wide there though, over the curb, and he's gone into the side of V2. He may even get a penalty. I feel he took a lot of that curb. The mediums actually aren't doing that much better, so yes, they aren't doing that much better. Ninjas are doing a lot better than Fenton's are. I think Fenton did say it felt quite heavy on the tyres for him though. So, Stranger Craig, Epic Toasty and HL have all got in the pits and put on their medium tyres. Hip is just a second and a half off, but he's going to have to pit now, and so is V2, so they come into the pits, which will release Fenton, who could probably do another lap on the mediums. So yeah, the mediums aren't going that much longer, are they? This is going to be interesting to see what some of our drivers do here. And when will we see these medium runners come in? I feel like they're going to have to come the end of this lap. Then now down into the chicane. And Ninja's having a look. We decided against. And will they pit? They don't pit. Lance has risked it. Ninja has risked it. But Ninja's tyre wear is far superior to that of Fenton. Will surely pit now. Last Ninja Cow does. Fenton stays out. Fenton stays out. He's risking this. Fenton, you're gonna need to pit, buddy. You've lost 2 seconds that lap. He does finally come into the pits, and he's gonna put those soft tyres on. And V2 is gonna now come round to reclaim first position of the race. He's done it a couple of times today. He does it via pit stops this time. Hip still just behind him, 2 seconds back. Last Ninja Cow setting a purple into sector 3. HL, I don't think he's going to close down on Hip. I think Hip's looking at P2 here. Last Ninja Cow 1.5 seconds back from HL. Last Ninja Cow is absolutely gunning it here. He wants P3. He does not want to finish 4th again. He's got tired of the jokes about him finishing 4th. Story of the day has to be that Hip is in 2nd. What a race. What a qualifying as well from him. Fenton is down in 5th, and the tyre wear, I think, has resulted in a struggle for Fenton here today. He's trailing Last Ninja Cow though, so Last Ninja Cow, who was gunning it, has got Fenton right with him, so Fenton must have just been matching his times. Into the last sector comes V2. He's going to take another win. He's running away with the championship. 3 wins on the spin. There you go. Winner. Story of the day is Hip comes home in 2nd. Yes, Hip. What a result. HL has managed to fend off Fenton and Last Ninja Cow. Fenton managed to get by Last Ninja Cow there at the end. And final points position goes to Epic Toasty. Cornish outside of the points in 7th. There you have it, everybody. And we shall see you again very soon. Goodbye, everybody. So there you have it. That was last week's Group 3 race. Very interesting race last week. And we are here now with the qualifying session for today's race. And as we join, TG takes the car off. And he's having a bit of a wibbly wobble. Now, from what I've been told, the soft tyres go off really quick here. But the mediums could last the entire race, so this is going to be very interesting to see the strategies today. We've already had some interesting strategy calls throughout this season from our drivers. We'll have to see what comes up today. So V2 is on a charge, currently in 2nd. TG with the fastest time. I do know that we could be looking at a fastest time of 2:06 here, potentially. And as we're looking, V2 is on a fastest lap run. Cornish goes quickest. HL now into pole position, but we're sticking with our current championship leader in both of our formats, V2. Here he comes, clips the wall. That's going to slow him down some. Pushing it too much, maybe. Does a 206 regardless, even with clipping the wall. Whoa, that is crazy. And he puts a fresh set of softs on. So HL, he has a penalty. Let's go to Cornish, who's going quicker, but him and AJ are together. That's going to slow Cornish down. Both on flying laps. And I do have an invisible car again. It's HL. What a strange glitch. So V2 has pole position. Hello Zach, welcome to the Simcade League channel. Hope you're well, mate. We are just watching the drivers do their qualifying. And we have an invisible driver for some reason. Not sure why. Let's see, everyone else is on though. AJ, Hip, Fen, TG, J. Yeah, just HL. Strange. A bit twitchy there, Ninja, but keeping this together really nicely. HL's back on track. No, he's still invisible. Very strange glitch. Ooh, this sounds very nice through that section. Ninja's only a second and a half off the lead time. I think this is going to be a competitive race here, and it's going to be interesting to see the strategies, because it seems that the softs can do maybe 5 laps, but the mediums can do a lot more. Light, have you got any idea what's going on, bud? We can't see HL. He's the invisible man today. Cornish up to 3rd, but is that because last Ninja Cow? No. Is he doing the weird thing where he's got to get to the time board for it to update it? Not sure. Some weird things happening here tonight. All good, thanks, Zach. Just looking forward to this race between these drivers. V2, he's on another hot run. He's already done a 206.9. He hits the wall there. Bit of wall riding. Does give him damage on the front. Did he go quicker? He went slightly quicker. Mental. Drivers have got 6 minutes now. And Ninja's in the gravel. And then into the garage. So, Mikey, he's out on a run. Let's see how Mikey can fare. Yes, Zach, this is obviously the Simcade League channel. So slightly different. I do commentary on Friday nights. I have just raced as well before, but I don't race in this format. I commentate, and Mikey is down on his time, so let's leave him. Let's see if TG can get any further up the grid. He's also down, so what about Jay? Jay's got damage up the front of his car. Everybody's on an outlap. Here's AJ dude on a flying lap. In the Subaru. Oh, he takes that lovely, nice line through there. .1 second up, which that will put AJ up the grid quite significantly, I would think. Let's see. As he's still got half of the lap to complete here. Or just under half of the lap. Now the timing board's a little bit screwed up at the minute. He's found an extra 10th here. This is a good lap from AJ. In his yellow and black Subaru. And that should be tidy enough. Yeah, AJ moves up a place. Very nice. So Hip, can he respond? we see HL now? We can indeed see HL. He is in the lobby. We can see him. That is fantastic. Which means we are about ready to go then. HL is in 4th. Yes, he is showing now, Last Ninja Car. We have an HL on screen. What a delight that is for everyone involved. We'll let him get a lap in, and then I think we shall ask everyone to get their tyres ready. So he's on an outlap at the moment. Did he respond to AJ's time? Again, can't really tell because of the silly time board. When people pit, it drops them off the time screen. I wish they would change that. It would be nice. So it would make it a lot less confusing for myself. Hello, Craig. Sorry, buddy, I forgot about what you'd been up to. I did check last night when I finished my own personal stream to try and to drop off some followers and some viewers for you, but I couldn't see that you were live. What time did you start? We're gonna let HL do a lap. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Oh, he spun round. I should have done that first. Gr4 race was good. Yeah, it was good fun. It's not a bad track, this, actually. So we need the drivers. Jay is still going round for some reason. I think these guys maybe have got their tyres sorted. And we are ready to go racing. We're waiting on a couple of drivers. Okay. we are ready for our Group 3 featured race at Sainte-Croix. I hope I'm saying that right. Here we go. V2 to Cornish to Last Ninja Cow. A great qualifying from Last Ninja Cow. Here we go. V2 leads them off. He's got a good start there. Nice, clean getaway. And TG, who started in 4th, a good quality from him as well. Into the first corner they go. TG has a bit of a clatter into the side of Cornish, I believe. And V2's already away from the rest of them. Yes, TG and Cornish came together. Fenton up into 3rd. Cornish is coming back through. Behind them is J. Ray. I believe it's his first race. Certainly he hasn't been here every week. And he's on the grass and he doesn't want to be there. Has a wobble but keeps it together very well. Avoided any big trouble there. And whilst we do that, we can get back and get the proper thing up. All systems are a go. So V2's already got 3 seconds on the rest of the guys. What an incredible start he got. But there's such a big pack behind him. Last Ninja Cow up into 2nd. Cornish in 3rd. And what's going on in the back? TG's around. Oh, I thought I saw someone going around and it was TG. And he's down into last place. Ninja and Cornish come through in 2nd and 3rd. J-Ray in 4th. Closely followed by Fenton and Hip. Mikey in 7th. 8th and 9th, close behind, so a very close battle for many positions. I thought you'd like it, Craig. I thought you would like it. Now then, in the background there, we've got Liar Crier off into the gravel. Was it Liar Crier? Yes, it is. And HL, so HL's come together with someone, and that's pretty much going to be HL's race over. I think he's had trouble getting his car to load in on the lobby, and then he's had to start near the back, and it's not gone well for him. He won't be happy. So the battles are further back here. Jay was with us on GT Sport. Thank you, Craig, but I did mean had he raced this season. But thank you for the insider knowledge. And there's a car off in the back there, and it looks like it's AJ Dude. Was it AJ Dude? I think it was. So a few cars struggling here. Liar Crier off into the grass again. All that turf coming up. Oh, and a big slam into the wall. And this isn't going too well for Liar Crier. He's going to try and get going again. Up the top, V2, 6 seconds away already. He's going 3 seconds quicker a lap than the rest of the pack. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Last Ninja Cow in a fight with Cornish, the 2 orange mobiles. They're there together on track. Very confusing for me. When I quickly glance, although it is actually fairly obvious that they're in 2 completely different cars. Fenton said he hadn't done any practice, so he'll be relatively happy with 4th. He's got his left indicator on. Fenton, if you're listening, turn your left indicator off, mate. J-Ray and Hip following very closely. Hip, who had that phenomenal drive last week to claim 2nd place at Barcelona, is in the points yet again, but he will hope to climb up the standings a little bit if he can. Just stay with these 2 and see. Now, we've not checked on tyres, and J-Ray is on the mediums opposed to what Hip is doing on the softs. We have Fenton on the mediums too. We also have Cornish on the mediums. Last Ninja Cow started on the quicker tyre, and so has V2. And did V2 have a little bit of damage there, or was that Last Ninja Cow? I couldn't quite tell. Got to keep an eye on the tyre wear. And Fenton must be listening, because that indicator has come off. Fenton created the livery for me to race in the Mégane Cup. As I said earlier, thank you very much to Fenton. He also makes the highlights for this series. So if you have checked out any of the highlight videos on our YouTube, it's all because of this man. And he's in 4th. Now, Cornish and Ninja, probably the closest two on track. Well, saying that, there's actually a few people close. Hip is closing on J. I'll post it later, Craig, so you can see it. So this track is really nice. It does flow nice, but this bottom part of the track here is very demanding. The braking points seem slightly unnatural, to me at least, in the Mégane Cup earlier. But once you get the flow of it down, it's a nice track. AJ's got a penalty, so that's going to promote Tom up. AJ's struggling in the Group 3, it seems. We'll see when he gets to the penalty line. Here it is. So that slows him down. It's not the longest straight, so it shouldn't really affect him much more than the actual time he loses. But Tom is right on the back of him. Oh, and HL goes off to the left and into the wall. And he's just having a miserable old time here. It's not going to plan. And Liar Crier is having an even worse time, unfortunately. He's really struggling. So, the battle for second, it rages on. Last Ninja Cow currently has that position. He's had some decent finishes so far this season, putting himself amongst the podium places. But remember, these two are on alternate strategies. And Cornish is sticking with him on the slower tyre. So that bodes well for Cornish. I did say once Cornish can get up to speed and to grips with Gran Turismo 7, he will be difficult at the top end. He will be someone... Did he clip the wall then? He didn't get any damage, but he did clip the wall. He's dropped back, so Ninja will be happy with that. So further back, Fenton is being closed down by Jay, and Hip not too far back as well. Hip on that faster soft tyre needs to get a move on and get amongst those two to see if he can disrupt them and get himself some more points. He is on a personal best here, is Hip. Now, I have pre-warned the drivers about the crossing the pit line. A lot of them have been getting caught out with that this season. They have had a warning about it, so hopefully we don't see too many 3-second penalties applied for cutting the pit line. It counts going in and leaving, so hopefully they remember. And yeah, HL, he's not having the best go of it here. So Hip has dropped back slightly from J. Yes, it is going in, Craig, that gets, yeah, definitely. So these guys have spread out somewhat. Cornish and Ninja still going at it. And as I said earlier, Cornish is probably the one who's going to benefit the most from this, as he has the mediums on. I remember that Last Ninja Cow can get the tyres to last a bit longer than some of the other drivers. But his softs, I would imagine he'll be coming in to change those very soon. And Cornish is having a look. Had to put the brakes on heavy there, though, to avoid a big collision. But is Ninja going to come into pit? We also have V2, who seems to be doing actually a lot better on the tailway. Oh, and he spins, and V2's nearly ended up in the pits. Oh, and that's a big mistake for V2. It's not like him, and this is going to open up the race right here. He can't get going again. Ninja is in the pits. Cornish is going to come through to take the lead. Yes, he does. A big mistake from our championship leader. And he's got close on the exit of that final corner a few times when I've been watching him, and that time he just took it too much onto the grass. Didn't get any damage though, which he can be thankful for. And he's managed to get going relatively. I know it looked like a long time, but he had that much of an advantage that V2 should be able to keep in the mix here. That was a big mistake from our championship leader, and very unlike him in recent times. Let's see how that affects him. Is it going to knock his confidence? I literally just changed up to him and he'd gone round. So Cornish has a big opportunity here now. He's on the mediums, he's in the lead. When do you think he might pit? End of lap 7? End of lap 8? Now V2, he's going to have to pit, I think, at the end of this lap. Cornish has a huge opportunity here. If he can keep some good consistency, we could get a different winner. Wow. Things just got interesting. Last Ninja Cow's back out onto the mediums. And he's in 6th. And he'll try and chase down the rest. But we will see pit stops happen for the soft runners now, I would imagine, this lap. So we should see V2, Hip. Yeah, V2 and Hip should come in. V2 has closed that gap though, back down to Cornish. Did Cornish have a problem? Not entirely sure. V2 is gonna come into the pits and he's gonna have to cool down because he's had a big mistake for him, and it's gonna put him under some pressure here for the win of this race. Hip also pits as I predicted, so those two are gonna drop down to the back end of the points. V2 is back out now, no penalty for him, into 5th place, and he's got work to do. He's got to clear a lot of these drivers. He has Last Ninja Cow ahead of him, who pitted in the lap previous. And it's just going to depend. How hard will Last Ninja Cow make it for V2? Or will he just think, do you know what, V2's a quicker driver than me, and let him through? Let's just see. Let's stick on board with this. Just seeing where Cornish is up the road. He's clear. He's pretty clear. Now the medium runners, I think we might see them come in either this lap or next, depending on how they've managed their tyre wear and how their car copes with tyre wear. But V2, at the minute, is going to be cutting a frustrated figure. He got a bit loose there as well, did V2. He's going to have slightly fresher tyres though. What's the gap between Ray and Cornish and Fenton? Sorry, it's a decent gap. HL's into the points as it stands through pit stops. He will have to pit himself at some point, which TG and Hip will be hoping happens soon. Now Cornish is in the pits to change onto his soft tyres, which means he's going to get a few laps on the softs. Fenton goes through into the lead. Is this going to put Cornish out ahead of V2 still? Yes. It does. So, Cornish is in net P1 still, but V2 is right there with him, and he's having a look. Can he get past Cornish as Cornish has just come out of the pit lane? He's right on his backside. He's there. He's all over him. V2 looking to get back through, but Cornish is just holding him back, and Last Ninja Cow is also keeping them at bay. Now you would imagine that Cornish, with the faster tyre, should be able to have a look here at Ninja at some point. He's got to make sure he does it at the right time. Any mistakes here will let V2 through, and it looks like Jay has just been overtaken by Ninja. He has. So Ninja is doing everything he can to give himself a chance here. And you can see we've got 4 cars very close. Jay's going to have a look to have a go back at Last Ninja Cow. He's side by side with him. Oh, that's really, really risky, going 3 wide through there, flat out. And they're 3 wide again into this really difficult corner. And they all do pretty well. Cornish overtakes Last Ninja Cow. A great move from Cornish, benefiting from Jay and Last Ninja Cow having a little bit of a fight. And Cornish is in net P1 here. We're going to see Fenton probably pit this lap, although Fenton does have other ideas about how to maintain these tyres. Is he pitting? He is. He's in. Fenton's in. Jay's in. So that clears those two from this fight for first. Cornish leads half a second to Last Ninja Cow. And then V2's there. You can't write any of these 3 off. This is going to be an epic end to this race. We have just over 3 laps remaining, 3.5 laps to go. And V2's having a look on Ninja. Seemed that they got a little bit together there, but they've managed to maintain track position. And V2 finds himself still on the podium, but in the final podium position. He's not used to this season. But as long as he sticks with these two, the opportunity will be there for him to attempt an overtake at some point. Will the pressure get to Ninja? He's had a wobble there out of that corner, but he holds it. Okay, and he's still going in second. The rest of the points positions as it stands: Fenton in 4th, Hip in 5th, HL right on the back of Hip, and HL's managed to get himself into the points here after a very disappointing start. A good recovery drive from HL. I just need to get my voice back. Cornish over half a second clear now. but it's still so tight. There's a second and a half between the front three. Who is going to finish where? And we have 3 laps to go. So the 3 orange mobiles lead us away at Sainte-Croix B, the B format of this track. In our featured series, Last Ninja Cow takes a lot of grass, but I think that's okay. No, V2's going to overtake for second. And I said, will the pressure get to Last Ninja Cow? Well, it has, and it's allowed V2 back up to second. Now V2 is through and hoping to get on to the back of Cornish. V2 takes a lot of the curb there. Ninja will be kicking himself. One slip up indeed, Craig. Any slight mistakes from any of these 3 and we see big changes. V2 clips the wall, doesn't get any damage. I've seen him hitting the walls a few times around here. Will have slowed him down a little bit, but Ninja's fallen by a second behind V2. Just got to keep with him now. They're both on medium tyres. V2's tyre wear is a lot slower than Ninja. Ninja did come in a lap earlier, to be fair. And I'm just starting to feel that Ninja might be drifting back here. After that mistake, he did well to hold off V2 for as long as he did. And V2 gets, wide, takes a bit of the grass, but it was just on the limit. Just on the limit. And that's why this guy's the fast driver in this league, the fastest driver in this league, because he knows where the limits are and where to push. We saw he pushed a little too much earlier, and that's why he's in second at the moment and not his regular first. But he is now closing up to Cornish. Cornish on the faster tyre, but the tyre deck is a lot higher. Those tyres should be good to the end. HL has managed to get up into 5th, by the way, as we're watching this battle here. V2 on a fastest lap run at the moment. Purple sector. He's gunning for this. He wants his first position back. And it's half a second. Just over. Mikey is going to be overtaken by the leaders. Will this have an effect on the race? Mikey now in front of the fight for first place. Hopefully he gets out of the way. He doesn't have to. It's on the leaders to get past him. But you would hope that he doesn't get too much in the way of this fight, because it is an epic fight. Rob, I'm enjoying it myself. We've got a lap and a half left. Who's going to win this race? Mikey, nearly goes into Cornish. He did move, but nearly hit him. And now he's in between him and V2. And is that going to give Cornish that little bit of breathing space? V2's round Mikey now. Mikey's off! Mikey's off! Did he get bullied out of the way by the leaders? He absolutely flew off into the wall there. That might be looked at after the race. Not sure exactly what happened. The camera angles didn't really benefit me. But there's still a second between first and second place. We're on to the last lap. Last Ninja Cow's going to take a podium again if he can hold it together. But V2 is a second back on Cornish. Are we going to see a different winner in the Group 3 series for the first time this season? That is if I'm remembering it right. I'm pretty certain V2's won every race. Let's get on board with Cornish. A second. Over a second. As V2 had a wobble. Cornish is fending off the reigning and the current championship leader. Points will be scaled up for today's race as well. So more points for a win. Well, more points for everywhere, but you understand my point. Cornish setting personal bests on the last lap. And it is now 2 seconds. Cornish is going to win round 4 of the Group 3. As long as he doesn't make a mistake here in his Supra. Here he comes around the final corner. We have another winner of a Group 3 race. Cornish wins. And V2 takes second. Last Ninja Cow gets another 3rd position. He's picking up them 3rds this season. Good going from him. Fenton in 4th. A good result for Fenton considering his lack of practice this week. And HL did well to battle back through and claim some points. Jay gets the last points of this race. Well done to him. And I need to go and lie down. That was good. That was interesting. We had V2 with a 12-second lead over the rest of the field. Lost it. Couldn't get going again. And Cornish managed to nip through. And he's took the win. Well done, Cornish. And we're going to have our post-race interviews with the top 3 drivers. So I'll wait for the guys to get in. You can see that one of them is already waiting. What a race. What a race. I am thoroughly enjoying commentating on this series this season. It is just throwing up different things each week. Different little battles. Okay, we do have the race winner and second. But we need to get 3rd place in there as well. Last Ninja Cow, if you are watching, get in. I want to interview you.
Qualified on in the race.
Hello.
Is that fair?
No. Hello.
Okay. All right, perfect. Hello.
Well, we didn't do interviews last week. We need to do interviews this week.
Okay.
Cornish, you won.
I've only gone and bloody done it.
That was commentating on that. There was epic. I couldn't keep up. I had to take a little break every now and again. How did you see it?
I bloody enjoyed that. That was really good fun. I can't lie. After I decided to start on the mediums, which I didn't. For some weird reason, when I started on the mediums, I questioned whether it was even allowed or not because I qualified on the softs. I did my time on the softs, so I was like, I don't know how to do this, but I did it anyway regardless.
Mm-hmm. It is allowed.
Yeah, Nuno confirmed for me, V2 confirmed for me, so okay. I just didn't know, I wasn't aware. But after that, I got off to a bit of a ropey start, got tapped wide, turn 1 at the beginning, lost a few places.
Yeah.
And Nuno pulled away into the distance, and me and Ninja were just in this epic battle for a good few laps.
Yes, you were.
it was really clean racing. He kept pulling away a little bit, but then I'd get him back in the last sector, and it was bloody lovely. It was bloody brilliant. And then I think Nuno had a moment out of a last corner on just before the finish.
Big
on
moment,
one of the
yeah.
laps.
Big moment.
Which brought me and Ninja right back into the mix. And I was on the medium, so I stayed out until I think it was the end of lap 8 before I pitted for those softs, chucked those on. And it was just right back into the mixer, wheel-to-wheel racing again. And I really, really enjoyed it. It's fucking brilliant.
We will discuss the incident with V2 in a moment. But I've been saying for yourself, obviously, you're one of our faster drivers in the F1 that we do on Thursday nights. And you have joined us for Gran Turismo sort of here and there when we did sport. And obviously, you hear a lot more at the minute. And I was saying on commentary, once you get to grips fully with the game, you're gonna be in that mix, and it's happened tonight already. So, congratulations!
Thank you very much, mate. It means a lot. I'm fully committed to this now. At the beginning of the season, I think I missed the first race, but other than that, I won't be missing anymore because it's right good fun. It's really, really close racing as well, with so many people in contention. It's brilliant.
What has been a nice thing, obviously when we first started doing it, we maybe had 6 people racing, and now we're getting like over 10 every week, which that's good up and down the grid as well for racing. Okay, we're going to move on to V2. Hello. Now,
by the way, I was just checking that incident when Mikey he clipped the grass.
Thank you for checking that, because it was so unclear on the stream, because obviously with the cinematic cameras, and I was thinking, oh no, I thought I just bullied him out of the way, but no, that's good. Right, we need to discuss what happened there, mate.
What happened is I cannot turn off racing mode. I need to start turning on managing mode.
Yeah.
And
So,
you saw what happened. I was just 12 seconds ahead, and I clipped the grass on the exit after the last corner on the left. There's a little bit of grass to the left of the curb, and I just clipped that grass and just went into the wall. And I didn't actually go into the wall. I think I just spun and I turned around. And these cars are so hard to turn around again. So if I had finished that spin facing towards, maybe I would have gotten away with it. But I didn't, so that's racing that happened.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I noticed you were riding so close to the walls on a lot of that, and obviously, I pointed out you're a guy in our league that pushes to the limit. That's why you are a champion, and you are currently in the lead of both championships. But I think that's obviously an occasion there, like you said yourself. Instead of just going flat out constantly. I think that's what's happened there, isn't it? You were still pushing it to the limit, right?
Yeah, during the race, and you can check by the times, I think I did a 160 in practice, and then I did a 163 in qualifying. So if you check the times, the maximum I did was 269, I think.
Yeah.
267. So I wasn't going fully flat out, because it's the race. But in qualifying, that's fine. But in the race, I should just, I should take it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Since I had 12 or 10 or 12 seconds.
12. It was 12 seconds, but it took you so long to turn it around, as you said. And as it was happening, obviously the other 2 guys came through. It made it interesting, though, rather than you just running away with it.
You are the winners.
But, mate, we've said it before. I literally just turned on to you, and it happened.
Yeah.
I can't
watch me during the race.
I can't believe it. Anyway, well, you did well to get back through to second, but yeah, unlucky on that one tonight. Okay, 3rd position. Last Ninja Cow. Come on down.
Hello.
Hello. You're getting some 3rd positions.
I don't think I should be here. So, what a race.
It was a great race.
Yeah, I just didn't have the pace for Cornish in V2. Like I think I held him off for like maybe a lap, and then Cornish got past me, and then V2 got past me. I was like, yeah, see you later.
Did you make a mistake though?
No, they just had much more pace than me.
Okay. Yeah, because you were there with them for the longest time.
Yeah, I think I was just holding them up more than anything. So,
it was the battle of the Orange Mobiles, I dubbed it tonight.
Yeah, the one good thing about racing with Cornish and V2 is they're really, really fair.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always going to give plenty of room for racing, which is nice. I got squeezed down one of the streets. I think Cornish and J-Ray, I think, got like slipstream on me. And I was like sitting in the middle.
Was that? Yeah. I was going to say, was
in the middle.
There was a moment when you were 3 wide. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there, but then I think J-Ray went and pitted. Then I'm actually surprised I got out ahead of Cornish and V2 after the pit stop. So I'm guessing the undercut worked quite well there.
Yeah.
But just once they got past me, like I couldn't keep up with them.
No.
And I was a bit worried with Fenton because I know Fenton had loads of speed, but he got like tapped on the first lap and lost a lot of places. And he was worried about the tires and stuff. And I think if Fenton was there with me, I think you'd be talking to him now rather than me.
I think as well, Fenton's sort of admitted tonight that he's not practiced as he usually would as well. So, you know.
Yeah.
But you have been practicing and you've done really well tonight. That's another 3rd place, Ninja. I think we need to stop saying that you always finish 4th now.
Yeah.
I'll promote you to...
It's too much pressure to finish on the podium each week. But no, I'm happy with the podium. It was a good race, a nice, fast race. It actually went in really quick. Even the Meganes went in really, really quick.
Yeah.
It's a nice... I don't think I was any... I don't think I was anything to do with like the laps. I think it was just it's a nice track to drive once you get into the flow of it.
Yeah, we probably
apart from that downhill, right?
Yeah, we probably should have done maybe 10 laps on the Meganes, but it's all right. It's actually quite a nice track. I don't mind it. It's just that I find the bottom bit with the right handers, and then the bit with where it's flat out, and then the next bit after that.
Yeah,
they're really tricky corners, but I think it flows quite nice actually.
Yeah, I enjoyed the racing. I think everyone enjoyed the racing tonight.
It was very good.
Yeah, it's also unfortunate that HL, because he was invisible, he was put to the back of the grid.
Yeah, but he
so
did
I think
well.
He would have been up there as well because he got back up to 5th. I think.
Yeah, he fought back through very well.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunate, but that's life.
That's racing.
Yeah.
I'd like to think of it like, you know, that issue that he's had tonight, just think of it like a mechanical issue if we were racing.
Basically. Yeah.
In real life.
It's unfortunate, but
yeah,
you know, nothing's ever straightforward in racing. But yeah, congrats to Cornish on winning V2 on 2nd, and I suppose that'll put you a bit further ahead in the league.
Congrats on podium, mate.
It was very
brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
it's good racing. It's nice. It's nice to actually race Cornish because in F1 I'm nowhere near.
So. Yes, that's true, isn't it? Yeah.
I just said I haven't felt this feeling in a while because I haven't won in F1 for a good few weeks.
Yeah, so that's true.
This was really good. I've missed this. It's good.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll have to see next week then if V2 will try and get back to the top step.
I don't think I will. I know it's not a race with me if I don't spin at least once.
Right, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to end the stream now.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye. You enjoy the rest of your night.
Guys. Have a good night.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is round 4 of our Mégane Cup and our Group 3 series. What a race we had there in the Group 3. Good race in the Meganes as well earlier tonight. Make sure to subscribe to Simcade League to catch all of our racing. We race Thursday nights on F1 22. Friday nights, as you can tell right now, is the Meganes and then Group 3 with me on commentary. Every other Sunday we do Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. Plus there's smatterings of other things on the channel. So yeah, it's well worth your time subscribing. And that is all for tonight. We will see you again very soon.